Mike, what's up with the pretty purple-pink tanks?
The purple, as nice as it looks, is not for decorative purposes. We actually have all our systems filtration tied into dosing pumps, and at one point every day, depending on the system, depending on what medication is being used, the pumps are going to dose each system with a prophylactic medication. And it varies dosage based on what's in the system, what fish we have here, how many fish are in the system, etc. But this purple will start to dilute throughout the entire system over the next hour or so. And of course, because these systems don't feed into each other, they return to the filtration system. That'll all be eliminated from the water before it recirculates in here.
Now this is also done because of all the new fish that you have coming in right now.
Exactly. It's time towards the end of the day so that we've had time to receive the fish, to unpack them, acclimate them, put them in the tanks, and now right when they're just settling in, we're going to medicate them to prevent any kind of external parasites or bacterial infections they may be carrying.
So these tanks, they're on hold for a while? You're not going to be picking from these tanks yet?
That's correct, not till tomorrow.
Mike, for lack of a better term, we're in the goldfish room.
That's right, this is all goldfish, more or less.
Goldfish, at least the feeder side of goldfish, have been getting a bad rap for a while as because they're full of disease, contaminants. Can you clarify a little bit about that?
Sure, absolutely. You know, feeder goldfish, while they're not the most nutritious food, and I think part of the problem people have is for many years they were recommended as the only food for a lot of fish, and they should never be that. But you know, there's lots of rumors of them going around online that they're contaminated, that they are treated with harmful chemicals, and you know, with our goldfish here, the vast majority of these are produced domestically. They haven't been treated with any different chemicals than your fish that you have in your tank have been, and typically they're fed on a diet no different than what your fish in your tank are getting.
Well, goldfish are a lot of times looked at as feeder fish by some people in the hobby. A lot of people have them for ponds. It's a startup sometimes for a little kid if they go somewhere and win one at a fair. They're not bad fish to have.
No, not at all. I mean, the common goldfish isn't really the best fish in the world for a kid to have because given the right conditions, they're going to get quite large. But I know lots of people who have started out ponds with a batch of so-called feeder comets and done quite well, and you end up with some really pretty fish as they mature. Right in this same room, we also keep more decorative comet goldfish, so like the Sarasa comets, which are heavy on the red and white, the calicos. We do different domestically bred fantails. So a lot of the fish in this room will be destined for ponds.
Goldfish, a lot of times, by people that are maybe not as familiar in the hobby, are sometimes mistaken for koi. But you've got
That's
a whole
correct.
koi building, right?
Naturally, yeah. Koi and goldfish are very different. And there's one easy way to tell, which is that koi will have barbels or whiskers, where a goldfish will never have that. Koi are a hybrid between a carp and a domestic goldfish.
EcoBioStones clear water nature's way. They're an easy-to-use, continual source of beneficial bacteria living and multiplying in the stones to keep your aquarium clean and clear for up to 2 years, reducing the need for water changes and maintenance. EcoBioStones are available in 2 sizes for your fish, turtle, or reptile tanks. EcoBioStones for clear water and healthy fish.
Hi, I'm Mike Lineberger of Gage Chili High School. I'm a junior here and we use this product called Ultimate Water Conditioning for our tanks. What we simply do is this. Take the top off, put it into a cup, bring it up, and put it into the water. That's it.
Mike, this is Koi Central.
This is.
And that what's unique about this section is you have koi, but you have small koi, because usually when people see koi in ponds, a lot of times they're 10, 12, 14-inch fish.
That's right.
Here, they're a little smaller, but you also looks like you have them marked by inches. Is that right?
That's right. The koi, instead of doing a small, medium, large, like our other fish, we actually label them by inch because it's a bit more accurate that way. And you know, the price of koi varies quite a bit by the size of them, so we want to just make sure our customers get the most accurate understanding of what they're going to get without being able to see them themselves.
So you don't really sell or have for sale the 12, the 14, the 16-inch koi. You deal more in what, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, like that?
Well, the bulk of our koi are going to be in the 3 to 6-inch range for sure, just because price point there is relatively inexpensive, and most customers from a retail perspective they're not going to want to spend $50, $60 on a koi for their pond right away. However, we do sell a lot of the larger koi, especially in pond season. Right now, coming to the end of that, but in the Northeast and Midwest, where it's a cold winter and you can't really put fish in your pond until at least April, from April on, we sell quite a bit of the bigger koi.
Now, when people look at koi, they see that they at least have the presumption that they are a durable fish because they're outside.
Absolutely.
Are they hard to take care of here?
No, not at all. You know, aside from the same health issues we deal with every other fish, making sure they're fed, making sure they're free of any kind of external parasites or bacteria, there's really no specific care for koi that we have to do aside from keeping them cool.
Mike, thanks for the freshwater tour.
No problem, anytime. Thanks
From
for coming
koi,
by.
discus, stingrays, and goldfish. This is At Segrest, Blue Zoo TV, presented by HIKARI.
If you need aquatic products, check out these Blue Zoo TV sponsors. And don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter at Blue Zoo Radio.